Hi, welcome to my channel Trading Curve for you. And today's topic is going to be in continuation with one of my previous videos, Trading for a Living. If you haven't seen that video, please do check it out. Small disclaimer though, today's video is going to be in English, and I'll tell you the reason why. I'm going to be brutally honest. Even I am new to this world of YouTubing, and frankly speaking, I don't have that many views. But within those views, in the last 2 days, one gentleman just randomly called me up and he liked my video, and he asked me to make a video in English. So just to patronize that gentleman, I'm going to make my next 2 videos in this language. Having said that, the capital markets do not have any language bias. The capital markets understands only one single language, which is the language of money, profit, and loss. So let's quickly jump into the topic of today, which is carving your own niche. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean in the world of the trading community? All of you at some stage must have really come across this very famous English saying. It's a cliche English saying, jack of all trades. Now, this works, or this may work in many other industries, but it may not necessarily work in the trading community. The reason why I'm saying this is because if you happen to be there in your initial trading journey, I would be assuming that you would be doing a lot of your own homework. You would be going through a lot of YouTube videos, you would be going through a lot of financial influencers, you might actually even take some stock market training also. And all these people would be talking about different charting patterns, different indicators. They'll be talking indicators as simple as the Bollinger's band of this world, the RSIs, the moving averages, or as complicated as statistical arbitrage or regression modeling. So when you're learning all these mathematical jargons, when you're learning all these trading jargons rather, you would like to deploy them ASAP. You might deploy one indicator. It might work for you. If it does not, then you jump on to the next one. And then you jump on to the next one. And then you jump on to the next one. So that's fine. That's a part of your learning process. By knowing all these indicators and by jumping from one indicator to the other one. But after a while, you will start realizing that all of them do not work for you. So from there, you need to shortlist something which you are comfortable trading with. Now, there's a huge difference between what you are comfortable with, which indicators you are comfortable with, and what is right for that particular market condition. Let me repeat. The strategies and the indicators you are comfortable with, and the strategies and the indicators which maybe need to be deployed at that market condition. Now, which is more important? I would say the one which you are comfortable with. It may not be right at that point of time, but at least you would be sticking to something where you have put in your effort, where you have put in your homework. And that typically pays off in a longer period of time. Let me try to simplify it by using a cricket analogy. We all love cricket, right? So that's easy for us to understand also. There's a concept known as do not chase the ball. You must have seen a lot of commentators using this, that he was chasing the ball and he got out. Now, why do they say that? So if you know that if it's going to be a short ball, you're waiting for the ball to come into your zone so that you can hit it for a pull shot. If it's an overpitched ball, you can easily hit it for a cover drive. You are letting the market reach out to you instead of you chasing the market with these multiple indicators. Now that's the first step. After you have identified something which you are comfortable with, then you have to start mastering it. that's where carving your niche really sets you apart. Again, let me use the cricket analogy. And let's take the example of Mr. Rohit Sharma, our ex-captain. Now, he can easily go and hit a cover drive. He's pretty good at that. He can easily go and hit a straight drive also. But what happens to be his signature shot? He waits for a pull shot. He waits for a short ball because he knows the fact that this is something which he has mastered over a period of time. And the risk payoff, or rather the risk reward payoff, is completely in his favor. Yes, he might go wrong at times, but then again, that's what he is known for. That's what has become his signature shot. So you let the ball come into your zone. So after you have allowed that to happen, you start mastering it. Let me give you another example. If you happen to know any friend or any relative of yours who happens to be working in one of these big hedge funds or one of these investment banks, you ask them, do they track each and everything in the market? No, they don't. Of course, they have a lot of resources. So one analyst or one trader will be doing only FX trading. The other analyst will be doing only banking stocks. The third analyst will be doing only energy stocks. The fourth analyst will be doing only pharma stocks. So what is happening over there is that each has mastered their own zone, and then they are trying to deploy the strategies which they are comfortable with in that zone. So after a while in your trading journey, it should not really impact you as to what, if you happen to be, if you're niche, if you're mastered, let's say in banking stocks, it should, so what is happening in the pharma stocks should not really impact you at all. So if the pharma stocks are moving up and down, or if the energy stocks are moving up and down, it should not really impact you much because your niche happens to be working in the banking space. At the same time, you should not even try to deploy the one which you have mastered in the banking strategy in these other sectors also. It will not work. Because that is the niche of the guy who's handling, let's say, those energy and that pharma sector. So it's extremely important for you to realize the fact that if the moment you are carving out your niche, the moment you have mastered some of the strategies, you don't have to master each and everything. Even 2 or 3 would work. They may not work each and every time. But if you want to have a longer trading journey, then it pans out very well. Trading for a living is an art, is a science, and it also tests your mindset. The advantage with this is when you are working in your own space, when you're working in the space which you are comfortable with, you are eliminating a lot of noise. You're not really concerned of what is happening around that space. You should be only concerned in your area of expertise. Try this thing out. It might take some time. It's a part of the learning curve. You will make mistakes. I have made those mistakes. I'm still a part of that learning curve. But your trading journey will be far smoother if you were to deploy this strategy, if I may be allowed to call it a strategy in the first place. Carve your niche, master your niche, deploy your niche. So that's it for today. Guess there's also is a parting shot, right? I think everybody does that. So even I need to say the same thing. So if you like this video, please like it, subscribe it, and do press the bell icon. So it's Rakesh signing off for today. Bye.